Hey, Supermoms, it's Kalua with Collusion Health and Harmony. I hope you are amazing. And I am continuing on in the energy series, just giving a brief little overview of each of the energy areas and what they represent in your life. So today we find ourselves at the sixth area, and that's that third eye. So that third eye is that all-knowing and all-seeing area of your life. So what that really represents is your intuition, right? That gut instinct, trusting yourself. And this is one that can be really challenging. You know, we've actually been conditioned to disassociate ourselves. We are very unaware. We're unaware of our feelings. We're unaware of our physical, right? We're very much in a time when if we feel a pain, there's a pill for it, right? If your back starts to hurt a little bit, take an aspirin or an Aleve, whatever you take, right? And instead of using the cues from our body, we tend to shut them up and push them off. And, you know, I could tell you about a million stories. This is the stuff that I did in my former life, was I worked with people with various physical and mental health issues to see about getting back into work. Okay. They had basically ignored the cues that their body gave them for so long, it became a major health issue. And then they found themselves in a place where they couldn't even work anymore. And they wanted to get back into work with accommodations and some different strategies. The thing that was kind of the kicker was for a lot of people, they were ignoring it like, okay, well, if I can just get a few more years till retirement, and then right before retirement, you know, maybe like 5-10 years before they could retire, the body or the minds completely gave out. And they weren't able to make it all the way through. And, you know, when you get to that point, it is way more challenging to get back in than it would have been to scale back. Listen to the cues. Take care of yourself. And because we are so conditioned to not listen to the cues, it's really hard for us many times to make decisions as well. We're not really good. A lot of times we look outward. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do about this. What do you think? What do you think? And this is where we get caught up in that going to outside sources for the answers to our life. But we are conditioned also to know what's best. We're programmed to know what's best for our lives. So when you're going to outside sources, you're getting feedback what would be best for their life, not necessarily yours. So this is that area where we have to pull back and go inward and find the answers within ourselves because they're there. But for many of us, depending on how far away from your awareness you are right now, you know, and at different times of our lives, we're in different places when it comes to that, you know, finding that awareness again. When you're aware and you're responding to the cues of your mind and your body, then you start to trust yourself. And you start to trust yourself to know the answers that you need and stop second guessing yourself. So, kind of a biggie, right? That's one of those like, okay, sure, I'll fix that in about 5 minutes. Maybe not so much. And that's okay. You know, if you've been following the series, you see we've been building up. We've been building up with the different parts of our lives and the different areas of our body, building up to this place, creating this awareness so we can feel more comfortable once we get here. If you haven't seen them, I put links, you know, with all the previous videos in the series, so it's really easy to get to the previous ones, and I encourage you to go ahead and give them all a watch. They're only a few minutes and just really informative. So I hope you're enjoying them all. If you need anything, please reach out to me. This is kind of what I do. So if you need to talk and see about, hey, how do I find this awareness? Let's do a clarity huddle and just, kind of tap into some of these things and get clear on where do you need to go? What is your next step? Sometimes it's with me, sometimes it's not, and that's okay. So I'd love to hear from you. Give me a shout, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye, super moms. Have an amazing week.